Hello friends, how are you all? Today we are going to create a password generator using Python. This is gonna be a fun project, so let's start. As you can see, I am inside my PyCharm and I have created a file called classes.py in which I am going to write all the Python code. So the logic of my program is that I will have a function called generate password. Let me write a comment here, generate password. And inside this function, I will pass one parameter and that will be the number of digits the password is of. Let's say I want to generate a password which has 8 digits. So I will pass here 8. And what this will do is that it will return us a random 8-digit password. A random 8-digit password. So let's start. I will declare a function generate password, and here I will write pass for now, and I will call this function like this. Now here, as I said, I want to give a number as a parameter. So in the declaring of function this, I will accept a parameter num, and for now let's pass 8 because normally a password is of 8 characters. So instead of passing, let's print this num variable, and you can see the output is 8. So this is the way you pass parameters in a function in Python. Now let's start working on the logic of generating password. So my logic is that I will have a password variable which will be a empty string like this, and then I will create a for loop for x in range, and I will repeat this for loop num times. In this case, it will be 8 times. And in each iteration of a for loop, I will add a random character to my password variable. So how are we going to get a random character from password variable? What I can do is that I will create a string and name it chars. And inside this string, I will specify some random characters like this. So now inside my chars, I have many characters from which I can generate a random password. So before going ahead and writing code, I will show you something. Let's say I have a string like this, and in this string I have some random characters. Hello world. I can access the elements of this string using like this. I can writing I so here I can access any element of this string just by using this syntax. So now, as you can see, the first index of this A is E. This means the zeroth index will be H, and the second index will be L. So basically what this means is that I can access any element of a string by using this kind of syntax. But you have to also note that a string has n number of characters, then the index of last character will be n minus 1. This means if, for example, a string has 10 characters, then the index of last character will be n minus 1, which will be 9. So now let's come back to the code, and here I will, in each iteration, I will add a character to the password, which will be like this. So in these brackets, I have to pick a random number through which we will get the index of the random character we are going to add password to. For this purpose, I will import random. And random offers a method called randint, which takes two parameters. The first one being the starting number and the last one being the ending. Since the index of any string starts from 0, the first number here will be 0, and the second number is a bit tricky. To understand this, let's again go to my Python console, and here I want to show you something. As you know, I have declared a string called a, and let's say I want to check the number of characters a has. Then I can use the len method, which takes the string itself. And when I will press enter, you can see it's showing 11. This means a has 11 characters. And remember when I said if a string has n characters, then the index of last character will be n minus 1. This means I can write here length of char minus 1, and that's it. This is the logic for generating a random password. To test this, we will print password at the end of the day. And now it's time to run the code. You can see we are getting a randomly generated password. If I run this code again, I will see a different kind of characters. That's because my code is random. If you want to ask from user the length of your password, then you can basically create an input. You can say inf is equals to input and make sure to convert this to an integer using the int function. And now instead of passing 8, I will pass this inp variable I just created. And now here I can pass in any number I want. Let's say 10. You can see this set of characters has 10 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not only 10, I can pass here 30. Then you will see this character, this password has 30 characters. So that's it. You have created your password generator program. Be sure to like this video and subscribe the channel if you haven't. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.